Okay, now we're going to go on to some other types of problems. The consecutive batches. The sum of two consecutive numbers. So what consecutive means is one comes right after the other. So for example, if we have the number 7, the next consecutive number is 8. If we have the number 131, the next consecutive number is 132. That's the one that comes right after it. So when we have more than one number we're going to be talking about. So the sum of two consecutive numbers. So we're going to have to be a little more careful about our definitions now. So I'm going to say that x is the smaller number. What we're going to find is that your life will probably be easier if you tend to make x the smallest number possible, because then you're going to be mostly dealing with adding and with multiplying rather than dividing or subtracting. And multiplying and adding are usually easier situations. So we're going to say that x is the smaller of the two numbers. Now why does that matter? So what we have is, we have the sum of two numbers. So I'm going to kind of show us like this. So we have the smaller number plus, I guess, the bigger number, and that's going to equal 47. So the smaller number is x, for sure. But the bigger number is, so that's our number. Consecutive is one more than that. That's our number. The next consecutive is one more than that. So that's our smaller number. The one that's one bigger than that is the number, but one more. And that's what we have here. We have a number plus the next consecutive number equals 47. And that's the equation for that one. Now we're going to do the sum of three consecutive numbers. And we'll say it's 1,298. Fairly large. So I have three numbers here, right? I have a number. It's not actually 7, but we'll say it's 7. We have the next consecutive number, and then we have the next consecutive number after that. So we have a number, the next consecutive, and the one after that. So I'm going to just say that x is the smallest of the three. So I'm going to let x be the smallest or the least of the three numbers. And just for clarity, if that's the smallest number, then one bigger than that is going to be x plus 1, and then the one bigger than that is going to be x then 2. So that's going to be our number, the one bigger than that, the one bigger than that. And the sum of all these numbers equals 1,298. So the first number plus the second number plus the third number is 1,298. And that's the question. And there's going to be some work to solve this. We're going to have to get rid of the brackets. And if you do it, you would actually end up with eventually 3x plus 3 equals 1298. But that is the equation of how you set it up. So the sum of two consecutive even numbers is 134. So what is the consecutive even number? So consecutive even numbers, we come up with a number. So let's say we have the number 38. The next consecutive number is 39, but the next consecutive even number, so the next number that's even, is 40. The next consecutive even number after that is 42. So these are consecutive even numbers. What we could also have is consecutive odd numbers. So that would be, for example, 31, 33, 35, and so on and so forth. So those are consecutive even numbers. We're not doing these yet. Consecutive even numbers would be something like that. We don't actually know what they are. I hope that's not the actual answer. Nope. So then what we have, so again, I'm going to define x as the smaller number. And what we have is the smaller number is x. And the second one, whenever you have consecutive even numbers, they're actually 2 apart. So the next even number is 2 more than x. And the one after that would be 4 more than x. In this case, though, it's just 2 more than x, which is 134. So that's the next consecutive even number.